They say it's just a game. They say there's always next year. They say, shake it off and get back out there and your turn will come. They say it's just football. But they don't say how long 41 years feels. 41 seasons of showing up, building, rebuilding, learning, growing, adapting, working hard, then harder. The grind, the towering successes, the devastating losses. 14,996 days of hearing them talk, and then they stop saying anything at all because you silenced them.
Montana State wins!
The Bobcats finally got the last say. A thrilling overtime win in the FCS National Championship game. History made. We were there.
Go Cats! Go Cats!
We saw it.
This is for you, Bozeman!
We lived it with them and with you.
I love you, Bozeman!
They say it's never too early to think about next year. But for now, for today, Cats players, their fans, and the entire state of Montana, today, we all got to enjoy it. History made. Sponsored by Bridger Orthopedic and Town Pump.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. Welcome inside of Bobcats Stadium. If that doesn't give you chills, I'm not sure what will. Welcome to a really, really fun morning here, not just for Bobcat fans, but for the entire state of Montana. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina, Margo, and our entire nonstop local SWX team as we help you and the entire Bobcat community celebrate 41 years since a national title. When you saw that, what was going through your mind?
Well, I'm just really excited that we get to, we get to finally celebrate it today, and we get to do it in Bozeman. There's a lot of celebration that was had in Nashville. Of course, a lot of Montana State fans in Nashville. But today, the entire Gallatin Valley, the entire state of Montana can finally celebrate all together. We're talking players, coaches, Bobcat Nation, people who have been with this team through thick and thin. Today, we finally get to revel in that glory.
And I think if you talk to a lot of Bobcat fans over the last few months, over the last few years, as this program has continued to steadily rise over the last decade or so, I would think a lot of them would probably not ever expect to be here, ever expect to be on the top of the FCS mountain, and that is what happened a week and a half ago in Nashville, Tennessee. I think about those Bobcats that are in their 30s, 40s, 50 years old that have never experienced this level of dominance that this program has shown over the last decade or so. So today is a celebration for them. Today is a celebration for the new generation of Bobcat fans. We met a lot of those youngsters in Nashville, and there are going to be a lot of them here in the parade. You're going to see them from our reporters as well over the next few hours here on Nonstop Local. But just a really cool celebration for this Bozeman and Bobcat community, but also for the state of Montana as a whole. The last time a Montana program won a national title on this level was the Grizzlies back in 2001. So it's been a long time. The Cats, of course, in 1984. So this whole state really finally on the national stage, and the Cats were the ones who did it.
Right, exactly. And it kind of, it's been a lot of journey, right? It's been decades upon decades. But even during the football game itself, right, it was that overtime win by the skin of their Bobcat teeth, right?
Really was.
We can finally celebrate the fangs.
Yes.
Exactly. So let's talk about that route for today. Of course, the parade starting right about now. Let's take a look at where that will be held. Okay, so we're talking about starting, of course, right now at the Montana Athletic Complex. From there, the parade participants heading north on South 11th Avenue to Main Street. They'll move east on Main Street to Highland Boulevard and then travel west on Caggie Boulevard back right here to Bobcat Stadium.
Yeah, and then after about 11:30, that's when the parade is supposed to end. It'll be back inside of Bobcat Stadium. We've heard about 10,000 Montana State fans, along with kind of a who's who of Montana State dignitaries. They're going to be joining for about an hour and a half program. You're going to hear from the players and the coaches as well. Let's bring in the third member of our squad today, a guy that needs no introduction. Bradley Warren, kind of nicknamed the mayor of Bozeman. He's going to be along the parade route this morning. Bradley, good morning to you. What are you looking forward to today?
Well, guys, we are at the portion of the parade where I expect things are going to get a little bit rowdy. We're turning right now onto Main, and we have seen the Bozeman and Bobcat community come out already here on Kagi, lining the streets, supporting. You hear it there. Your Montana State University Bobcats, your champions for the first time in 41 years. They're all piled right here onto this flatbed in front of me. We're in one of the pilot carts. And then behind me, we've got the coaches' family. Now, up front, we've got 2 trucks that have been donated by the wrestler family. Those are carrying members of the athletics department like Leon Costello and Brett Vegan and his wife. So they are in cars up above us. But right here, this is where I expect we're going to start to see some pretty heavy fan interaction. Of course, this is where everybody is piled in, this turn right here onto 11th. We just went over the roundabouts in these semi-trucks. It was pretty hysterical watching it. And look at these fans right here behind us. They've got their championship shirts. They are celebrating right now. Go Cats, guys, go Cats! I mean, it is really and truly a community environment of extreme excitement and pride in this team that was able to deliver for the state of Montana, again, for the first time in 41 years. And the team is feeling that. There have been some drinks passed to them on board this flatbread right here. There's been absolute laughter and joy coming from them. I mean, they are loving every minute of this. They've been laughing with the people that have been riding by on bikes. They've been yelling at people. I mean, they're celebrating their moment. Taco is sitting in the middle of the flatbed with the trophy. So the trophy is on board. In front of the flatbed is the Great Divide Trophy. So the team is showing off their hardware this morning for the people of Bozeman as we take our police escort onto Main Street. I'm going to send it back over to you guys for now. We'll make the turn, and then feel free to come back. It's going to be really loud. I don't know if I'll be able to hear you, but we'll take in the sights and sounds of this parade. Guys, back over to you.
Bradley Warren, appreciate that. Thank you very much. And of course, Bradley, he found himself right in the middle of all the coverage there.
Right. I'm not shocked. Right behind the players.
Players and the coaches, yep.
Exactly. And, sun shining on Bradley's face. It's a fabulous day. It's a little crisp. The players layered up.
Yeah, give us a quick forecast.
Did you notice their headwear?
Yeah, of course, got the championship hats.
Championship hats. I'm wearing my headset today. I do have to show these people.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I got a lot of compliments on this in Nashville, but it doesn't fit with my headset, so I had to retire that.
Put it right there.
Retire that for today. The forecast for today is looking fabulous. There's there's like a cloud in the sky, but it's going to be a sunny day. Of course, it's a little bit crisp. It's a little bit chilly. Temperatures are slowly going to warm today, so Bobcat fans just, layer up and enjoy wearing your favorite Bobcat blue in the sunshine today.
Yeah, we joked with Coach Vegan last night when he was on our program with us. I asked him, I was like, you've probably experienced a lot of these parades being a former North Dakota State coach. And he goes, actually, we never did a parade for North Dakota State when they won titles because Fargo in January.
I respect that. And Fargo's notoriously windy and cold. Good news is that it's a little cold here, but it's sunny and we're in Bozeman, Montana, and the cold's really not going to scare us. It was really fun to talk to Coach Vegan yesterday. He said he's really looking forward to today. Of course, his grind hasn't stopped.
No,
he has not been able to kick his feet up since that championship win, but today he said he's really looking forward to finally coming together, especially with all of the players coming together for the first time since that championship win.
Yeah, you're getting live footage right now of the players on the back of that semi-flatbed truck. Yeah, Coach Vegan said that this is the first time that, as a team, since that Monday night when they defeated Illinois State 35-34, half the team kind of split off. Half the team did not return to Bozeman after that game. Well-deserved break, of course, for the squad after they win a national title. So, as a team, this is the first time they get to kind of come back together one more time to help celebrate and honor their accomplishments, as well as they just turn onto Main Street right there in downtown Bozeman. Seeing some of the some of the folks lining up along the parade route there. We're, again, expecting around, at least in Bobcat Stadium, around 10,000 Cats fans to be filling Bobcat Stadium.
Right. The hype is getting, it's getting real here too. Setup is happening behind us, but of course, look at the players standing up, getting ready to say hey to their fellow Bozeman folks, right, to their fellow Montanans, finally getting to sport their hats, and I've already seen a lot of kiddos waving to them.
Yep.
It's really an exciting day for these guys.
And that's the thing we talked about at the beginning of the show here, but this is a really big deal for those, especially for the smaller Bobcat fans.
Right.
That generation of Bobcat fans that only has experienced greatness, right? Only experienced dominance over the Grizzlies on a national scale as well. So
right, they're learning from their elders that it's not always this way.
It's not always this way.
No,
it's not. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick break here. We're just getting us started on our parade coverage here on Nonstop Local. We're going to check in with the other members of our squad on the other side of the break. Thanks for watching our full coverage here. We'll be with you for the next about hour and a half right here on Nonstop Local. We'll take a quick break.
You're watching the Montana State University Bobcats Parade and Celebration, live on SWX Nonstop Local Sports. We'll be right back.
Today's parade coverage is sponsored by Town Cop and Bridger Orthopedic.
Welcome back to live parade coverage here in the Gallatin Valley. You're watching Nonstop Local as the Montana State Bobcats celebrate 41 years since a national title. We're going to be with you all morning here on Nonstop Local. And it sounds like we've got some players and our Dominic Delfidio joining us right now. And
we got to check in with Dom.
Yeah, and he's with a guy that definitely knows Bozeman and the Gallatin Valley. Dom, take it away.
Hi everyone, Dominic Delfidio here on the Bobcat Players Parade float as we're making our way through downtown. It is quite the scene. We had QB1 Justin Lamson running in red tractor to B. He almost missed the float to get back on, but he made it. We saw him run back on. Whoa, we're stumbling a little bit, but we're all good here, folks. I'm joined by Kenny Iden and Bryant Meredith, two of the national champion members of this Bobcat team. And fellas, what have the last few weeks been like? Now you've been able to digest this national championship. What have the last week or so been like for y'all?
It's been lit. We're champs, and we've been enjoying every single minute of it. We love Bozeman. The community's been amazing.
It's just been surreal. We brought it home. We number one. First time in 41 years we did that. Yeah! Oh.
And then, Kenny, for you, Bozeman, hometown kid, you stayed home from college. You brought that national championship home, and after that game, you looked right into my camera and said, Bozeman, this is for you. For you personally in this town, what does this national title mean?
Just means everything. I mean, this community and this town's given so much to me and my family, and, this university's given so much to us as well. And so just being able to give, something small back to them. And, I'm just glad I can bring a national championship back to my family and my friends and get to go celebrate together. That's really what it's all about, is bringing people together. So.
And, Bryant, for you, you were on this defense with Kenny. Just how special has this moment been, and what was it like winning that national title for you?
Oh, man, I'll never forget this moment. Winning this with my brothers, it took us a whole year, but we did it. And, man, I love Bozeman, and I love this team.
And, thinking about how this season started for you guys, an 0-2 start, then you go on this crazy win streak, win the national title, and here you are with the entire community of Bozeman surrounding you for this parade. Just what is this moment like riding on the parade float through downtown?
It's just such a relief. I think we had to overcome adversity in the start, and we had a lot of doubters. But, we looked to each other, and we looked to the brotherhood in this room, in our locker room, and, we just bounded together and made, relationships stronger and went out there and did it. And, never doubted anything and played with no fear. So, yeah.
Like Kenny said, we started off 0-2, but we just believed in each other. We believed in our play, and we got it done, yeah.
And, now the season celebration you guys been in over the last few weeks, and what kind of celebration you guys are getting into today?
Don't tell my mom, but we've been celebrating since Monday night, and we're about to get into some more celebration with these awesome people.
Yeah, we've been celebrating since we won, and I just can't wait to see the conference and Natty Champion banner go down today at the basketball game. I'm just waiting, yeah.
Well, you heard the son does, and he has a good chaperone of Bryant making sure he stays out of trouble. We'll be back with more player interviews here on the parade float as we make our way through downtown Bozeman. For Kenny Iden and Bryant, back to you guys.
Dominic Delfidio, thank you very much. And it looks like a very, very fun time there on
Dominic
the players.
Has the best seat in the house.
He really
He's got
does.
the best assignment today.
He really does. And we were watching that interview right there, and especially with getting to hear from Kenny Iden, a Bozeman native, a guy who has grown up in this stadium, a guy who played his high school football a couple miles that way, a Bozeman Hawk himself. I can't imagine what was going through his mind when he finally brings a title back, not just for his university, but for his hometown, for the people that he grew up with. It was pretty special.
Right. His family, his classmates,
Yes.
those players that he grew up with, like you said, as a Hawk, now getting to see him on this big stage. It's pretty special. Not to mention, you can see the live look right now of the players with the entire Bozeman community. The streets getting, may I say, jam-packed.
Yeah, they are.
As we're moving beyond Main Street here in the Gallatin Valley.
And we're no strangers to parades here in Bozeman.
This is true.
Of course, our team here at Nonstop Local comes over every October for homecoming here in Bozeman, and that is a big deal, of course. But we were expecting a lot more people that for a homecoming parade today than we were for in October. And it sounds like we actually have one more report right now from our Bradley Warren joining us from the parade route as well. Bradley, Bradley's off. He's off the wagon. He's walking.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised. Bradley, take it away.
All right, well, we are here on Main right now. Look at this. The whole community has definitely showed up to cheer on the Montana State University Bobcats celebrating. Look we've got Taco Pinatas, number 14 right there. We got a taco in the crowd. We just, of course, made the turn, and it's just electric. You can feel it here on Main. Everybody has showed up to support the Bobcats, and it has been an absolutely wild ride this season. Watching the Cats, go Cats! Just saw Dan right there who does the radio broadcast. Of course, he's a Bobcat legend himself. It's just everybody is out here right now cheering on the team because of what this means for the community. It means success for the state of Montana. It means getting it across the finish line, and it means delivering for a program that has been fighting and proving for the last several decades that it belongs. This parade is that proof that not only it belongs, but it belongs in a serious category in FCS football. And today, this community is delivering right now for the boys that brought home that trophy, which is proudly being displayed in the middle of that flatbed right there. And then right in front of that flatbed is the Great Divide Trophy. Montana State University is showing off right now its hardware. As we look right in front, we see the yellow truck that's got Brent Vegan and his wife on there. That's from the Wrestler family. I was just talking to Natalie Wrestler, and she told me these two trucks in the front have been in every single national championship parade in Bobcat history, and today they were going to make it happen one more time. It's tradition. And you see right there the head coach and his wife riding on that yellow truck, leading the team down Main Street as we are getting ready to get into the thick of it. I mean, we saw a huge amount of fans as we made the turn, but right now is where we're really going to see them as we get right into the heart of downtown Bozeman into Main Street. And you look right here at the team. They are celebrating. They are excited. I mean, what a great day to be a Bobcat right here in Bozeman, Montana. I'll send it back over to you guys. We'll get on to Main Street, let the marching band lead the way, and we'll check back in with you in a few moments.
So is Bradley just like a part of this parade?
Seems like it, and rightfully so, right? Bradley's been covering the Cats for a long time, so I think he feels like he should maybe be wearing one of those white hats. I'm just kidding.
I know. We're kid with Bradley, of course. We love whenever we walk through a restaurant or a big event.
Oh my gosh, even in Nashville.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
He's Bozeman royalty.
It's really fun. We're having a lot of fun here. You're watching live parade coverage of the Bobcats winning their first title since 1984. 41 years since history. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina, Margo, and our Nonstop Local team. And again, we just want to shout out some of the sponsors of this event because we could not do this coverage without them. The history made Montana State University Bobcat Parade and celebration sponsored by Town Pump Convenience Services as well as Bridger Orthopedic. We appreciate Town Pump and Bridger Orthopedic for their coverage and sticking with us all season long.
And you can see right now, look at these kiddos so excited, bundled up along the streets of Bozeman. Really fun to see the players getting excited, but also the reaction, right? These people people maybe saw the game in person, maybe saw it on a TV, but nonetheless have been waiting for that success and have been waiting for today. Finally, we got a flag, we got pom-poms. Here are the players again. Just really couldn't be a better day to celebrate in the Gallatin Valley. Not to mention beautiful sunshine today. You're welcome for the good forecast. So yeah, a lot of fun. Look at these fans, just having a great time.
Yeah, we got to be honest, folks. When even before we left for Nashville as a team, we were kind of wondering what happens when you win a national title. Do you do a parade? Well, we kind of figured out that, we're going to have the entire town of Bozeman come together. And we are now joined by a very special guest. Our Dominic Delfidio is standing by with the man of the hour, the man who threw that final touchdown pass to win the ball game. Justin Lamson joining our Dominic Delfidio right now.
Yep. Hey, Justin, Dominic Delfidio here with Justin Lamson on the parade float, making our way through downtown Bozeman. Justin, you came into this season, you were named the starting quarterback, had some big shoes to fill, and that press conference back in August, I remember you saying, team success is way better than individual success. Yeah. Being on this parade float with this team, just how much have you enjoyed this moment?
Yeah, it's been a great morning, just with all the boys, just coming downtown and seeing all these fans show out for us. It's been awesome.
And then, coming in, you said at Stanford, you just didn't have a lot of success. You had one heck of a season this year at Montana State, set the single-season all-time record for completion percentage. Just how has this year been for you, and what's it meant to be here in Bozeman leading this team?
Yeah, it's been a learning experience, just, a lot of ups and downs for our whole team. But, no, it's been awesome. We ended on the right side of things, and the guys came out on top. We worked really hard to get here. And for me personally, best decision I made. I'm so happy to run it back next year and have another season with the Cats.
And, anytime I've interviewed you, you always talk about the guys around you, right? You're wearing JT Reed's jersey right here. What is JT, this offensive line, and just this whole team as a unit? I was just mentioning it, JT's got your jersey on here. He's repping the guy that gives it all that love. But, this team, this program, what has it meant to y'all to accomplish this feat with all these guys here on this float?
Yeah, I'll speak on JT first. He's the heart of our offense. He makes all the calls out there. He's a huge reason why we won the national championship. And no, just being part of this team, it's so special. We're so lucky to be here. Not a lot of people are allowed to, experience something like this. So I'm so grateful, and yeah.
It's easy, man, when you got guys like Justin, Adam, Taco, and all the guys outside of the trenches that make everything easy for us. So, yeah, man, this trophy belongs to the city just as much as it does to us. And, Justin is the one who's carried us here. So I wouldn't follow anybody else, man. Anybody else. I wouldn't be with anybody else.
And you mentioned the city, JT. When you look out and you see this street flooded with Bobcat fans, what's it mean to y'all to bring this national title here to the city of Bozeman?
It's awesome, man. I wouldn't give anything back to the best fans in the country. They give everything they have to us every single weekend, every single week in the off season, and I'm just glad that we get to give something back to them, man.
Yeah, so grateful for these people. This is awesome. So we're grateful every single day.
And a week and a half or so removed from the national title, kind of what's it been like walking around being, man, I'm a national champion?
Yeah, it's surreal. We kind of flipped the switch. We're getting back to work after this parade, but, we're so thankful to be the national champs. It's a lot of hard work when people weren't watching. A lot of people in the building that, sacrificed a lot, so we're thankful.
Yeah, there's a lot of, just like he said, a lot of hard work that goes into it, a lot of film sessions that everybody doesn't see, a lot of me and Justin leading a pressure tape film session just so we can make sure we're on the same page, But,
sorry.
Oh, no, but, honestly, this guy center, so I'm just glad to have him.
And, double-ended question here for you. JT, you ended your college career as a national champion. Justin, you're coming back to defend that national title. What's it like from your perspective knowing you ended your career at the all-time high?
For me, it's a great feeling, honestly. Man, it's been unbelievable. I can't describe it, but then again, it helps that I have guys like him and guys like Taco, guys like Talon, everybody. So.
And Justin, for you coming back next year to try and defend this, what's the mindset like? Are you enjoying this, or like you said earlier, is it flipping the switch, getting back to work?
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it, but we know. I think we got a good group of guys that are back, ready to work, put their heads down, and earn everything just to get back to this position. We're not taking anything for granted. We know just because that we won this year. So it's going to be a whole
this football season, you running out of the red tractor to try and get back on the parade float.
good speed out of the boys to get out in and
do it for us from now from the parade float. For Justin Lamson, JT Reed, Dominic Delfidio, we'll send things back to you guys.
Two pretty accomplished players right there, Dominic Delfidio. Thank you very much. I think Justin Lamson, thankfully, going to be coming back, be playing one more year at least here in Bobcat Stadium. Looking forward to seeing him play more.
And speaking of the future of Bobcat football, we are joined now by Bradley Warren, and he's found head coach Brent Vegan. So we're going to send things out to those guys on the parade route.
Yep. All right, we're here in the parade. I'm gonna run up real quickly and see. Coach, go Cats, Coach!
This is unbelievable. Thank you, Bobcat Nation. You continue to outdo yourselves. This is incredible.
We love you, and Molly, we love you too. Molly, we love it when your husband wins a trophy.
Me too.
Go Cats, guys! Heard it right there. Oh, go Cats! Go Cats! Go Cats!
Go Cats!
I mean, this is pandemonium here. We got the rodeo team up front, but look behind me right here. You ready for this? The Cats have got off of the flatbed, and they are walking the trophy around. Oh, you guys, I have found her. Patty Kicker.
Here's
Patty.
the magic
Go
right
Cats,
now.
Patty.
Go Cats.
Are you loving this?
Every minute
Oh,
of it.
Patty.
It's fabulous.
Come here, Patty. Go see your Bobcats. There it is right there. Your 2025 National Championship winners, Montana State University Bobcats, bringing home the trophy, walking it around for people to see here, and obviously getting the heroes welcome home that they deserve. Look at this right here. Just listen in right now as the crowd welcomes home their Bobcats. Obviously, this happened a week ago, but today the trophy is being paraded through the streets. The hardware is on display for the Montana State University fans to see. There is the trophy officially home in Bozeman, Montana. For the first time in 41 years, a national championship delivered by 1 point to the best team in the nation, Montana State University. And again, the players jumping off the truck right here, getting the heroes welcome home that they deserve. Montana State University, your national champions, walking the trophy down the streets of Main Street. Obviously, we just heard right there from head coach Brent Vegan saying that the fans have showed up and delivered, and he is so proud and so grateful for this fan base and the support that they have given his family, this team, for the last few years, and he is excited to continue moving forward with the success of this program that he has been instrumental in lifting into the next level. Here on the other side of the truck, we've got, it looks like, I think we've got Taco over here with the Big Sky Championship Trophy. We got the National Championship Trophy out, and we've got the Great Divide Trophy out. Montana State is showing off their hardware right here on Main Street in Bozeman. Look, there's Taco right there. I mean, a kid from Montana, a kid from Billings, Montana, running through the streets of Bozeman right now as a national championship. And you know, his interview really going viral after the fact for the absolute class that he exhibited after winning, highlighting that it was the team that delivered this trophy for the area. It was not on one person, it was everyone. But today, the team gets the opportunity to celebrate its accomplishments and the delivery of multiple trophies for this program back to Bozeman. Look at them take it all in right here. We'll listen in. love you. I love you so much. I love you. I'm so good. Whenever this trophy is in Missouri, I'm good. I love you, Jackie. Oh, man! Go Cats! I love Go Cats! All right, we're going to continue on with a little bit of commentating right here. Just ran into the former mayor of Bozeman, Terry Cunningham, who spent his final day as mayor in Tennessee watching the Bobcats deliver. Now, of course, they've delivered the trophy home. We saw head coach Brett Vigen walk that trophy off the plane, but the community hasn't had the chance to see it in this manner just quite yet or welcome home the team. And now today, that formal welcome back is taking place. I was talking to Bill Lamberty, the SID, and honestly a Bobcat legend, about this parade. I said, Bill, what's the plan? And he said, well, there is a tradition in Bozeman. When you win a national championship, you get a ride through town with a fire truck. Well, we've got the fire truck. We've got vintage cars. Natalie Ressler told me that these cars right up here, they have been in every single national championship parade in Bobcat history. So today they're keeping that tradition alive by allowing Brett Vigen and his wife to ride, of course, the first couple of Bobcat football. In front of that is Leon Costello, the athletics director, whose vision has really shaped this program into what it is and what it has become, with the help of Brett Vigen, who's been able to elevate it to the next level. And then, of course, the team right here behind me that is currently having its parade through downtown Bozeman, shaking hands, meeting with the fans. I mean, look at, there it is right there. The national championship trophy on display in downtown Bozeman for the first time in 41 years. I was talking to members of the team from 41 years ago, and they said to me, Bradley, we are ready for another team to carry this torch. And after the fact, they said they were proud that this is the team. And look at them right now, with a large contingency of kids from Montana on the team. Look at this right here. Look right here. Come here. Right here, the national championship parade being shown to young fans and people from Montana, but you've got a contingency of kids from the state of Montana on this team getting the opportunity to walk the national championship trophy around their hometown, their home state. This is pride right now. And this is happiness for a program and a team that has been proving that it has what it takes to play at the top levels of football in our country and in this program. Look at this. Let's listen in right now. Of course, now we're just outside the Rockin' R bar. It is as loud as you would expect. There are fans that are crying. We're going to get in front of it so you guys have the opportunity to see the fans interacting with the players and the team. Of course, the trophy off of the flatbed right now, getting the opportunity to be walked around the streets of Bozeman. I know that we've got Bobcat legends watching right now across the country. Wes Wilson is watching on our live stream from New York. West, go Cats. We love that you're as passionate about this team as you are. Appreciate you. We've got fans that are joining us and players that are joining us, former players joining us in Missoula right now as well, from what I'm being told in my ear. Everybody wants to be a part of this because of the history that it is. 41 years since we have seen this trophy walked through the streets of downtown Bozeman, and today it is officially home. It is something that we can all be proud of and establishes this program as one that cannot be messed with. Montana State University's name is one in football, not only iconic, but now one that other teams need to fear. It is a team that will take it all the way and get the job done. Again, all of the hardware on display right now in downtown Bozeman. We've got the Big Sky Conference Championship Trophy. We've got the National Championship Trophy. We've got the Great Divide Trophy that is driving, it's quite far ahead actually. We've got separated from the pack. But here in downtown Bozeman, Montana State University is putting all of its hardware on display. Quite a resume. Quite a resume. Montana State University said, hello, we are here. We have arrived. Do not forget that you cannot ignore the Montana State University Bobcats. It was really cool. Just a few minutes ago up in the sky, we had an airplane right MSU above the parade. Now we've got our friends from Bozeman Fire displaying a massive Montana State University flag. Go Cats, go Cats. I mean, you just see right now the pride that this community has for an institution that for many years was seen as the little brother. Now, of course, showing that it cannot be messed with. Players taking turns, holding it, walking it around. Taco Dollar is shaking hands with almost everyone. Just a couple minutes ago, a kid that we introduced you to during the national championship run, his name is Jax. He broke his arm. He's Taco's biggest fan. He dresses up as a Taco and stands in the front of every game and cheers. He broke his arm playing football during recess. Has a blue cast and had a gold pen and asked Taco to sign his cast. Of course, Taco did sign that cast. Just like he does, right? Class act, Taco Dollar, meeting with kids here on the streets in Bozeman. We're going to let the team advance on right here. We'll send it back over to the desk. And we're going to jump back onto our car in the back. Let the team progress on. Taco, well, we'll grab Taco here. Taco, how you feeling?
This is crazy. Look at it. Look at it. I don't know. I'm feeling great.
You're a kid from Montana. You're walking a championship trophy down the streets. I mean, that's got to, yeah, grab one of these trophies. This has got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. This place is very special. Look at this place.
Buy the merch!
Hey, did Taco Bell respond?
They didn't respond, but that's okay. Taco Treat did.
Taco Tuesday. Taco, great to see you. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a fun atmosphere down here. And again, you hear it from Taco, right? Like, isn't this fun? That's exactly what this is. This is fun. This is a delivery for this program. Go Cats, go Cats, go Cats, go Cats. Nice to see you guys. All right, we'll send it back over to the desk right now as we make our way through the streets of Bozeman.
He said he liked you a lot.
Enjoying live parade coverage this morning, nonstop local, and then SWX app as well as YouTube.
Through downtown Bozeman. Joining me now is Talon Marsh, part of that defensive line unit for Montana State. And Talon, when you had that long pick six back in Northern Colorado in November, what was going through your mind? Did you ever think that pick six would help culminate to a national title here in January?
I mean, I wasn't really thinking about that when it was happening. I was thinking about just trying to run as fast as I could. I haven't ran that far since track, so it was kind of a surprise for me. But I honestly thought we were going to be in the national championship. Bap always said you got to do whatever it takes to hoist that trophy up in national, and I think that's what we did.
And, you know,
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back in. You're getting live parade coverage of the Bobcats Championship celebration as we make our way down Main Street, headed towards Bobcat Stadium. You're hearing Ben Wineman right now alongside Alaina Margo. Good morning, Alaina.
Good morning. You know, Ben, I don't know whose smiles are bigger.
It's true.
The kids or the players or... You know, it's kind of a toss-up.
They're kind of being kids right now, the
It
players.
is.
Yeah.
You can tell how giddy they are, as they should be. The energy is high on their float. You can tell they actually can't contain themselves just to their float. They're running around. They're giving high fives, hugs, autographs. Rumor has it that Taco Dollar's biggest fan, the Taco Kid, who we know and love, broke his arm and got a blue cast, and his goal today is for Taco Dollar to maybe sign that
I think
cast.
our Bradley Warren's going to get that done.
Yes, yes. I think Bradley's been in contact with Mini Taco's mom about that. The streets are absolutely packed. We're getting a live look along with you guys. It looks like we were saying maybe 20 people deep up and down the streets of Bozeman. Of course, the players running around and our team running around, getting you those interviews over the next couple of hours here. We're going to continue to bring you coverage beyond the parade, bringing it back to Bobcat Stadium where we have that presentation of the trophy.
And folks, you are watching History Made, Montana State University Bobcat Parade and Celebration. It is sponsored today by Town Pump Convenience Stores and Bridger Orthopedic. You're watching live coverage here on Nonstop Local. Taking a quick break. We will be right back to the celebration in Bozeman after this.
SWX Nonstop Local Sports is proud to be the exclusive live broadcaster of the Bobcats Parade and Celebration. More coverage right after this.
Hey, welcome back to live parade coverage here on Nonstop Local. Good Saturday morning, everyone. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina, Margo, and our entire SWX Montana team. You're getting a live look right now as the parade makes its way down Main Street, Bozeman, Main Street, Gallatin Valley. You're going to shot at some of the players, saying hi to the folks. Alaina, they're 20 deep right now on Main Street.
It's true.
The Cats fans have come out in force.
It is a sea of Cats fans, and it sounds like, right now, actually, it doesn't sound like. Behind us here in the stadium, fans are already ready to get in here to start the celebration on the inside of Bobcats Stadium. Of course, there you have a live look of those people. They've already seen the parade, right? They were in the early part of the route.
Right.
Now they're here on campus, getting ready to enter the stadium.
Yeah, we've heard about over 10,000 Cats fans expected to come inside this stadium, and you're going to hear from a wide variety of folks. Starting around 11:30 this morning, we're going to hear from, of course, from Coach Vegan and the players. We're going to hear from some of the Montana political delegation, including Governor Greg Gianforte, Representative Troy Downing, Senator Tim Sheehy are planning to speak, along with the president of Montana State University. We're going to hear from the athletic director as well. Might even get a Wadad Cruzado sighting, the famed president, probably the biggest reason why we all are here this morning, Dr. Wadad Cruzado. So, really, really fun program for you coming up here at about 11:30. And just a program reminder, folks, if you're watching our coverage right now here on Nonstop Local on linear television, over the air, or on cable, at 11:30 we're going to get off the air, and we encourage you to go hop onto our stream, either the Pulse, it's on nonstoplocal.com, or you can go just to our YouTube page at SWX and Nonstop Local. That's where you can see that that program in full. We'll get off linear television, get on over online television. You can watch the rest of the program with us.
Right, we're going to give you the sights and sounds. And like you said, Wadad Cruzado has a lot to do with the success of the university. We have a new president. But that, I think, also speaks to how well the team has done, right? They're also standing on the shoulders of giants. So that's the reason why these guys are here. Of course, in Nashville, we had Tommy Malott on our team.
We did.
He had a big, part in the previous 4 years of this team, including last year's championship game against North Dakota State. So again, I think that every Bobcat fan and every Bobcat previous player should and does feel a lot of pride in today and in that win in Nashville.
And you could sense when we were talking to some of the 1984 team, that we've been able to talk to them the last couple of years, because last year was, of course, the 40th anniversary. Those guys on the 84 team, they desperately want to be replaced as the last team to win a national title.
Right. Replace us, please.
Right, and the fellas you're seeing right there, they're the ones who did it. We're going to take another quick break here. You're watching live parade coverage as Montana State is on the top of the FCS mountain. They are national champions. We'll keep it right here, folks. We'll be right back after this.
You're watching the Montana State University Bobcats Parade and Celebration, live on SWX Nonstop Local Sports. We'll be right back.
Today's parade coverage is sponsored by Town Cop and Bridger Orthopedic.
Welcome back to live parade coverage here on this Saturday, beautiful Saturday morning out of the Gallatin Valley. You're watching the Montana State Bobcats as they go down. One of the streets of campus here is the championship parade well underway. They are making their way to Bobcats Stadium. And again, our parade coverage this morning brought to you by the Town Pump convenience stores, also sponsored by Bridger Orthopedic. We appreciate Town Pump and Bridger Orthopedic for their support of our Bobcat coverage this year as well. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina, Margo. We are inside Bobcat Stadium as the parade slowly making their way, and we're going to have a really fun program here over the next couple hours as you will hear from the players and the coaches as these boys, this team gets celebrated rightfully, Alaina, Margo.
Yes, exactly, and as Ben said, right, we're entering campus on this live feed, meaning that those thousands of Bobcat fans on Main Street, well, they're moseying their way to campus as well. So behind us, we do have people starting to pack up against the gate. Gates opening soon, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see Montana flood this place once again. Kind of abnormal to see Bobcat Stadium full of Bobcat football fans at this time of year,
and also,
but we like it.
And also abnormal the fact that you and I are kind of squinting a little bit here because it's sunny.
It's a beautiful day.
It's an absolutely beautiful day.
Yeah. Actually, we were tracking a little bit of MSU skywriting.
Yeah.
Good news is that there's 3-mile-an-hour winds right now in the Gallatin Valley. It's a fabulous day. Right now you can see the players enjoying in the sunshine, not a cloud in the sky.
They're not really wearing jackets.
They're
having a great time.
Yeah, I think that the adrenaline is kind of the jacket that they've chosen to wear. Not to mention their championship hats looking very cool on their float this morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, today's a fabulous day to celebrate. Weather's a little bit crisp, but that, of course, not stopping Bobcat fans from coming out to celebrate as the players make their way toward campus this morning.
Yeah, we've got part of this parade, we've got, of course, a couple truck beds full of the players. We've got a truck with MSU President Dr. Brock Tessman. We've also got a car with Leon Costello. We got a car with Brent Vegan and his wife Molly. And then again, they are all making their way inside the Bobcat Stadium for a really, really fun program to celebrate this team. We've got videos, we've got speeches, and then again, about 10,000 people are going to pack into this stadium in about an hour or so.
Right. And as things were getting set up, we caught a couple glimpses of those videos, and it's going to be a really special event for Bobcat fans to kind of reflect on the past, reflect on this season, because this season had its ups and downs as well, and then get to finally celebrate with that trophy.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take a quick break here. You're watching live parade coverage as the Bobcats history being made, 41 years in the making. You're watching Nonstop Local, folks. Take a quick break. We'll be right back.
SWX Nonstop Local Sports is proud to be the exclusive live broadcaster of the Bobcats Parade and Celebration. More coverage right after this.
Dominic Delfidio back here on the parade float as we make our way through Bozeman. I'm joined by Zach Cruz. And Zach, as we make our way through downtown Bozeman, now a little bit on our way back to the stadium, seeing all those people, what's that mean to you, and just kind of what's it meant to bring this title back here to Bozeman?
It's been magical. You know, Montana's been waiting for this for a while now, and see the city of Bozeman celebrate this after 41 years, it's been awesome.
And, you know, for you came from the other side of this rivalry, a Missoula kid coming here to Bozeman. You had a pretty big play in that first Brawl of the Wild, blocking that field goal. What was going through your mind? What did that moment mean for you?
You know, special teams is always a big part of those games, and so, you know, I missed a few tackles, and to make a big play like that in a game like that, I cherished it. Honestly, didn't realize how important it was going to be until after the game.
And, you know, another big thing that goes in part of this defensive line group with Paul Brott and Kenny Iden, you know, what's it been like playing alongside those guys, and, you know, just the dominance that you guys have this
a bunch of Montana kids up front. They've shown me the way since I got here. Kenny being a Bozeman cat, his dad playing here, it's been fun to just see his pride and his family and how they grow around him. And so it's been fun to see those two grow. I'm going to miss them like crazy next year.
And You celebrated it, and I'm sure you celebrated it in a way that you've been staying out of trouble for mom and dad, right?
Of course, keeping it PG. We've just had a good time with the fellas here. The whole team coming back and just being able to be together has been awesome.
Awesome. Well, the parade rolls on. The celebrations will roll on all through the day, all through the night here in Bozeman. For Zach Cruz, I'm Dominic Delfidio. We'll be back with more.
You're watching the Montana State University Bobcats Parade and Celebration, live on SWX Nonstop Local Sports. We'll be right back.
Today's parade coverage is sponsored by Towncom and Bridger Orthopedic.
Good morning, everybody. We are live in the Gallatin Valley this morning. Sun shining on the Bobcats, the victorious national championship team, national champions, waving to our fellow Montanans up and down the streets. Of course, Main Street packed. We are now entering the... Oh, and I just got word that they're opening the gates behind us.
Go.
Hey, Bobcat fans starting to flood into Bobcat Stadium this morning.
Yeah, you can see it right there on your screen as the sea of humanity. Thousands of Cats fans are going to be coming inside of Bobcat Stadium. We're expecting over 10,000 people to help celebrate this team over the next few hours here on Nonstop Local. Again, folks, at around 11:30, if you're watching us on linear television on ABC, NBC, or Fox, you're going to switch over to either SWX or on our YouTube page or on the Pulse stream on nonstoplocal.com. That is where you can see that program. You can hear the speeches in their entirety. We're not going to be able to broadcast it on a linear television, so head on over to our digital streams. That's where you can see the program.
Right. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to hear from Montana State's new president,
yes.
Dr. Brock Tessman. We're going to hear from, of course, head coach Brent Vegan, not to mention some of the players, some local leaders. And, of course, if you can't join like these thousands of Montanans, we are going to bring it to you right to your living room. So we're really glad that you're joining us right now, and we are excited to bring you that coverage all the way through to the end of this celebration. Although the end of this celebration isn't really the end, Ben.
Sure.
No, it's not the end.
We're
going to continue to continue to celebrate this team as these Montanans flood in. But yeah, look at all of that blue and gold. These folks, of course, just having seen the parade, so now entering Bobcat Stadium.
Yeah, this is a team that's going to go down in history. I mean, this is a team that we talked about looking at the field here. They written on the field, painted on the field, they've got the 1956, 1976, and 1984 titles. They're going to have to put a 25 on the field.
Right.
Yeah, we got to have more.
Over.
We got to get some banner room as well here in Bobcat Stadium to celebrate this team that's going to go down in history. The team that made history. It's been 41 years since the Cats have won a title. That all changed about a week and a half ago in Nashville.
Right, and as these Montanans flood into Bobcat Stadium, all right, we're anxiously awaiting, finally, I've been saying this, finally being all together.
Yes.
Not every Montanan, not everybody from Bozeman was able to head to Nashville. It seemed like the whole Gallatin Valley was there.
True.
But this is finally the time where we at least get to celebrate on our own turf, literally on our own field, and be with one another today. So we're going to continue to bring you coverage, not only from the parade, but again, as we get to hear from those local leaders. Finally back in Bobcat Stadium here in the middle of January, but what a day. You can see the sun shining over the Gallatin Valley, and of course a bluebird day, not to bring up the red birds on a bluebird day, but we're excited that we're only dealing with bluebird conditions today.
Yeah, the Bridgers are out and about. The folks filing in here, and it's those smaller Bobcat fans that I'm really thinking about today. Their first kind of taste of what this experience is like to win a national title, have your team win a national title. There are Cats fans well into their 40s and 50s, 60s that have never experienced a national title. Being Cats fans, they've experienced a lot of losses to their team over on the western side of the divide. A lot of heartbreak in this program. That all changed about a week and a half ago.
And those smaller Cats fans, right? They're hearing from mom and dad and grandma and grandpa. It's not always like this.
No.
So enjoy this. And it was fun to be on the field after that win that day too, because I was hearing from students who are sophomores. They said, I've only been here for 2 years. Maybe they're from out of state. Maybe they've grown up as a Cats fan, but still younger Cats fans nonetheless. And they say, I'm even emotional about this. And I've only been a part of this fandom for, a decade or less, not to mention these fans that have been around decade upon decade, predating that win 41 years ago. So again, this fandom runs deep, and this team has been built upon the shoulders of every team leading up to the one that got it done in Nashville.
And this team is going to be, not to look forward, not to future cast here. We could be back here a year from now, Alaina,
right.
Margo. Our team could be here. We could be back in Nashville. Because the Montana State Bobcats, in this day and age in college football with the transfer portal, you just never really know who's going to be back year to year.
Right.
They've returned almost their entire offense, especially some of the playmakers, including Justin Lamson, Taco Daller, Caden Daller announcing, Titan Fleischman, he's coming back to Bozeman, the star offensive lineman, All-American. So, we could be back here again a year from now celebrating back-to-back national titles. We'll get there when we get there, but this could be the dawn of a new Bobcat era for FCS football.
Right, and even, like you said, transfer portal it's a real thing, right?
It is.
These teams change very quickly, but with this win, it's hard not to want to come back, don the blue and gold once again, and go for it again next year because the momentum is high, right? Head coach Brent Vegan has shown his leadership this year, and has shown even over the last couple of weeks. We talked to him last night. His grind isn't stopping, and it probably shouldn't, right? If he's got the hunger, and it seems like he and the team do, to carry this momentum forward. Again, not to speak too soon, but it's just an exciting thing, even for fans, to see where this fandom will go. And this live look, you guys, look at how full, since Ben and I have started talking, the field has gotten with Bobcat fans. Again, really getting excited. Lots of footballs, lots of kiddos throwing the footballs around on the field right now. So it's just a heck of a day here, enjoying in the sunshine, dancing around. We've got some classic rock playing. The vibes are extremely high, and they're also extremely high as the parade continues. You're
getting a live look right now of the players as they're slowly making their way to Bobcat Stadium. And they're having a great time. I see a lot of sunglasses out there as they're slowly turning towards Kagi Boulevard. Right there in Bobcat Stadium.
Yes, and you know who else is out and about on the parade route?
Yeah.
Our very own Tracy Smith. Meteorologist Tracy Smith joins us now from the route. Tracy, good morning to you.
Thank you so much. Well, today has been an absolute blast out so far. Down on Main Street, we were watching the parade coming by, and we had the Spirit of the West going on, the Spirit Squad, and then, of course, the rodeo horses. That has quickly now shifted over to the Bobcat Stadium, which is exactly where I'm at now. And the gates have just opened, so the crowd is now starting to funnel in. And we have seen so much excitement out here. I got to interview a little girl. Her name was Penny, and she was out here for the parade. And she was talking about how much she loved the Bobcats, but also one of her teachers is on the Spirit Squad. So that was really exciting for her, and she's hoping to be a cheerleader one day. And I love seeing that excitement, especially from our youth. And then I also got to interview Michelle, and she's been in Bozeman for 30 years. Both of her sons born and raised in the Montana area. So they are just so excited to be a part of the National Championship Parade and to kind of see all of this excitement, the crowd building in the Bozeman area. It's been something to see. Now, of course, as I mentioned, we're here at the Bobcat Stadium, and just behind me, you can see everyone kind of filtering in. They're getting ready for the celebration coming up here shortly, and we are just so excited. We're seeing a lot of blue and gold out there, a lot of glitter. We've got a lot of excited fans, so the energy is definitely climbing, of course, as we go throughout the day. But as of right now, Ben and Alaina, I'm going to go ahead and send things back over to you.
Tracy, thank you so much. Again, a live look at Bobcat Stadium right now, getting flooded with Cats fans.
Yeah, you're watching live parade coverage here on Nonstop Local as the Cats fans leave the parade route, making their way inside of Bobcat Stadium. As over the next about hour and a half, folks, we're going to hear from the players, we're going to hear from the coaches, we're going to hear from the university officials, because it takes not just the players in the field and the coaches, but an entire community here on Montana State University's campus to make it happen. We'll hear from some of the Montana political leaders as well. They're going to all give speeches about what this means, not just for the Bobcat community, but for the entire state of Montana as a whole. We've been talking about that all week long since we've been back from Nashville. But this is a Montana moment. This is a historic moment for the Treasure State and for Big Sky Country. I know Grizz fans back home maybe don't want to be watching today, but you're Montanans as well, and so this is still, regardless, Bobcat or Grizz, this is a huge moment for the Treasure State. Getting live pictures now of the parade route.
Yeah, it's really special to see these players moving toward campus. I have a feeling they're really excited to kind of get through the parade, right? We're not on Main Street anymore, but it's still, look at those Cats fans still
Following them along
on bikes with flags. We are here. Alex McCollum is actually behind us. He has entered the field.
Yes.
So we're going to send things out to him. He's talking with Bobcat fans, and he's kind of getting the sense from the hype on the field. Alex, good morning.
All right, we are live here on the field, on the ground in Bobcat Stadium. I'm going to have you guys take a look around with me. We have fans pouring in, filling up right now. Everybody is super excited to be here on the ground. We have posters. Everybody's in their blue and gold. Everybody's here for a fantastic time. Do you guys want to do a quick little interview with me real quick?
Sure.
All right. What are your names? Who are you?
Ed Heistad.
Nancy Heistad.
All right. How are you guys feeling today?
We're doing great.
How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. What made you guys want to come out here and be on the field for this today?
Well, I've been a Bobcat fan since I first moved to Bozeman back in the 70s, so this is the third national championship I've been to.
What's it like to see them accomplish this again after 41 years?
Oh, it's great. It's such a huge relief. I'm just happy about it.
And what are you most excited about to see once we get everything going here in I think about a half hour, right?
I think so. I'm just excited to see all the players and hopefully get some photos with them. Of course, I work at MSU, so you think it would be easy.
She deals with the students.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
We're going to take you guys through a little bit more of the field. I mean, we have fans. It's filling up the entire field down here. We are getting a lot of excitement. We have music going. We have everybody in their blue and gold, and a lot of fun. We're going to be here talking with more fans throughout the morning as we go through this. It's going to be super exciting, and we're going to have a great time. Now, I'm Alex McCollum, Nonstop Local.
Alex McCollum, appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're listening to Glory Days here by Bruce Springsteen, of course.
Fitting.
This is the Glory Days of Montana State Bobcat football.
It's true. It was really fun to see. We were trying to turn around and spot Alex.
Yeah.
He is in the thick of that blue and gold, of course. Fans flooding in, getting merch. And again, behind us, we've got a pile of kiddos throwing footballs around. Maybe some future Bobcats. Don't want to speak too soon. But it's just fun to see the smiles on these Montanans' faces. Again, after seeing the players, of course, all of these people on the field have already been at the parade. Now we get to all be on the field together, celebrating, anxiously awaiting those speeches and those words from the leaders who got us here, including coach, including players, and, of course, faculty from the university.
Absolutely, folks. We're taking a quick break here. You're watching live parade and championship celebration coverage. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina, Margo, and our entire team. Taking a quick break here on Nonstop Local. We'll be right back after this.
SWX Nonstop Local Sports is proud to be the exclusive live broadcaster of the Bobcats Parade and Celebration. More coverage right after this.
Welcome back inside of Bobcat Stadium, everyone. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina, Margo. You're watching live parade and championship celebration coverage here on Nonstop Local. We're doing it big. That's the only way we know how to do here at Nonstop Local, as we are getting you ready for a really, really fun program coming up. You're getting live shots of the Montana State Bobcat football team as they slowly make their way towards Bobcat Stadium. And again, Alaina, our parade coverage, we could not do it without our sponsors.
This is true. Our history-made Montana State University Bobcat Parade and Celebration is sponsored by Bridger Orthopedic. We want to say thanks to them, as well as Town Pump Convenience Stores. Shout out to those guys. Also, we've got some announcements to make, Ben.
We do.
We've got some hat winners that we want to announce on air, but these people will also get an email with details on how they can receive their hats.
Yeah, we bought a couple championship hats and shirts. We wanted to send those off. We did a little social media contest here. So shout out to Paula Ert, Austin Barnhart, Rhonda Gilbert, as well as Penny. No last name, but Penny.
Shout out to Penny, Wesley Ironshell, Gary Ostermiller, Don Rich, and Rick Thompson. Congratulations, you guys. Again, look for that email on details of how to receive your hat. Going to be an awesome thing to sport around Montana.
Yeah.
That swag is pretty cool.
It's really, really cool.
It's really cool.
I know our Bradley Warren, he was in there. He bought a lot of merch to share with folks. $200 worth of what it sounds like. You're getting live pictures right now inside of Bobcat Stadium. We're going to go.
Speaking of merch. Right?
Yeah. Speaking of the merch right there, we're actually going to go outside of Bobcat Stadium right now. Our Tracy Smith is standing by, and that's what we, of course, want to hear from. We want to hear from the fans, what it means to them for this team to win for 41 years since a national title. Tracy Smith, seems like you're with a fan.
All right, we are here at the Bobcat Stadium, and I'm joined by Aaron and Delaney Regal, and they're joining us all the way from Billings. Tell me what it's like to be a part of this momentous experiment here, experience here in Bozeman.
It's so exciting. This has been something, like today's exciting, but it's been something that we've been waiting for 41 years, since I was 2 years old, and I went to this university, and she's coming here next year, and we love it here, so we're so excited.
That's amazing. So you are here, you're coming. What is your experience? I mean, what does it feel like for you to know that they have a national championship and now you're coming here next year?
It's kind of crazy. I went to my first Bobcat game at 3 weeks old, so I have been here for like a while waiting for this, so it is so exciting that we finally just did it.
When you were watching the game, and I imagine, what was your feeling when you saw that last field goal and you're like, oh my gosh, this is happening?
Well, I was lucky enough, I got to be in Nashville. I still don't have my voice back 2 weeks later, but I just was so excited, and then I FaceTimed them, and we're on the phone just across the country crying, screaming, yelling, and just proud of our boys.
What was that Nashville experience like?
It was just awesome, just a whole blocks of Bobcat fans, a few Redbirds, but mostly Bobcat takeover, and it was just awesome to have that community in Nashville, for sure.
And I see you have the Montana Bobcat flag going. We've got the pride shining, and I love your hat. You guys are all decked out. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this special day. We so appreciate it. And, of course, Ben and Alaina, I'm going to send things back over to you.
Tracy Smith, appreciated. Thank you very much. And that's what it's all about, right? These Cats fans have been waiting so long, decades, to celebrate this team. And they've been waiting for a week and a half because most of them did not go to Nashville, even though it felt like a lot of folks were in Nashville.
Right, it felt like the entire Gallatin Valley or the state of Montana was filling out that arena. I would say 70-30 split.
Easy.
Excuse me, in Nashville.
Yeah, and so folks, we're going to take a quick break here on Nonstop Local, but a reminder, if you're watching us on ABC Montana, if you're watching us on NBC or Fox Montana or SWX, linear television basically, at 11:30 on the dot, we're going to switch over to our online programs. We're going to go off the air on linear television. So right now, during this commercial break, pull up the Nonstop Local stream, go on SWX Montana, our YouTube channel as well, both Nonstop Local and SWX. That's where you can see that entire program, hear from the players, hear from the coaches, hear from the who's who of Bobcat Athletics. So make sure to, maybe in this commercial break, keep us on right now, but in that commercial break, switch on over, get yourself ready to go, pour yourself another cup of coffee. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Exactly. Well, don't go anywhere, folks. Right after this break, we'll be back with more coverage.
SWX Nonstop Local Sports is proud to be the exclusive live broadcaster of the Bobcats Parade and Celebration. More coverage right after this.
Welcome back to the Gallatin Valley, everyone. The number 41, a big deal here for Montana State, and it has been 41 years since the Bobcats take home a national title. The folks on your screen right now are the reason why that has changed. It is set back to 0 as the players have officially left the parade route. They have arrived at Bobcat Stadium for this really, really fun hour-and-a-half program that we are going to be bringing to you exclusively on Nonstop Local on the digital stream as well as YouTube. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina, Margo inside of Bobcat Stadium as we're bringing you live coverage here on Nonstop Local. We've got more fan interviews coming up, Alaina.
Yes, our Alex McCollum, he's on the field, so we're going to take you to him right now where he's got on-the-field access, bringing you right down to the field in Bobcat Stadium.
All right, we are live in Bobcat Stadium on the field. It's nice and sunny today. I'm here with Brindley and Shane. How are you guys feeling? Great. Now, can you tell me a little bit about your hat and what it means?
I think it's just to support Taco.
Is he your favorite player?
Yes.
How were you guys feeling watching that championship game, watching us score that final point?
It was a blast. I was in Nashville. Brindley had to watch it at home.
What was it like to be in Nashville when that was going on?
Oh, it was electric. So exciting. Top 5 moments of my life.
Absolutely. And how are you guys feeling today being here in Bobcat Stadium on the field getting ready for this rally?
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Guys, we're here on the field. Everybody's getting very excited. If you take a look around me, we have fans gathered here. We were at the parade downtown. They're coming up here to the field. It's going to be a big celebration. We're all very excited. Ben, Alaina, I'm going to toss it back to you, but we're having a great time here down on the field.
Alex McCollum, appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's what it's all about right there.
That taco head is the best.
It's the best.
I think it's so iconic to have somebody named Taco on our team. and you know, kids love it. We've had taco uniforms all across the state of Montana. Speaking of uniforms, there is Champ. Champ has entered the scene. The total star. Looks like Champ is working the crowd as Champ should.
The aptly named Champ.
Right.
There was a lot. Champ went 41 years without winning a champ, and now they have.
Champ was on air with us in Nashville, and I think it was the morning of the game, right? Right before the game started. And I think you said something like, "Okay, Champ, let's go get it.
It's time
Let's
to earn your name."
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's Champ, the champion, and he just entered again after the players just entered, dismounting from their hay bales on that big float, getting ready to enter the scene here.
Yeah, as you're watching live coverage here on Nonstop Local. We have probably about 1,000, maybe a little over 1,000 Bobcat fans right now.
Yeah.
But
I see the cheer squad as well. The sparkly pom poms are catching my eye.
We're going to get the Spirit of the West marching band in here at some point. They're going to be playing. I think we're set up for a Native American honor song as well to kick off programming as well. And then again, we're going to hear from kind of the who's who of Bobcat athletics and Montana State University, including Dr. Brock Tessman. We're going to hear from Leon Costello, the athletic director. We're going to hear from Brent Vegan and a couple of his players, including Taco Dowler, Justin Lamson, Kenny Iden as well. We're going to hear from him. And we might even get a Dr. Waded Cruzado sighting, the woman who's probably the most responsible for what is happening today. But again, folks, one final reminder. Again, if you're watching on linear television right now, now is the time. We're going to switch over to our Nonstop Local stream, The Pulse. You can go to nonstoplocal.com. Also, if you just have an iPad, pull up YouTube. Go to Nonstop Local and SWX. We're going to have our full coverage of the parade right there. We're going to leave linear television. We're going to leave cable. And we're going to bring you the sights and sounds of what is a historic moment for the state of Montana.
Yeah, and if you're already streaming, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Thanks for switching over. We're so happy you're here. There's a look at Champ getting excited with a fan, and also the MSU cheer team, who we here at Nonstop Local are huge fans of. They've been part. You know, it's more than just the team, right? It's the coaching staff, it's the cheer team, it's the Spirit of the West marching band, it's Champ, it's fans, it's that whole community. So we're really glad that everybody's here. But it's really fun to see the cheer team as well, as they've been a part of a lot of our live coverage from Nashville, from Brawl of the Wild 2.0. So just another aspect of that team. Ooh, and we have eyes on the Brawl of the Wild trophy being hauled in on an ATV. So of course it's a field full of trophies today, Ben.
It is a field full of trophies, folks. Taking a quick break here on Nonstop Local. We'll pick things back up on the internet, folks. You're enjoying Bobcat coverage right now on Nonstop Local.
They say it's just a game. They say there's always next year. They say, shake it off and get back out there and your turn will come. They say, it's just football. But they don't say how long 41 years feels. 41 seasons of showing up, building, rebuilding, learning, growing, adapting, working hard, then harder. The grind, the towering successes, the devastating losses. 14,996 days of hearing them talk, and then they stop saying anything at all. Because you silenced them.
Montana State wins!
The Bobcats finally got the last say. A thrilling overtime win in the FCS National Championship game. History made. We were there.
Go Cats! Go Cats!
We saw it.
This is for you, Bozeman!
We lived it with them and with you.
I love you!
They say it's never too early to think about next year. But for now, for today, Cats players, their fans, and the entire state of Montana, today, we all got to enjoy it. History made. Sponsored by Bridger Orthopedic and Town Pump.
Montana State Bobcat fans, it has been 41 years. Now is the time to finally celebrate. Good evening, good morning, everyone. Welcome inside of Bobcat Stadium. You're getting a live look right now from our nonstop local team, Ben Wineman, alongside Alaina, Margo. We are mere minutes away from the championship celebration ceremony happening inside of Bobcat Stadium. A couple thousand Bobcat fans and the team, they are here. You're going to hear from them right here on nonstop local. Alaina, Margo, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing really well. I'm really excited to be here. You just saw the MSU Spirit Squad. The place is getting packed. Yeah. Really fun for the fans to be able to celebrate on the field today. Last time we were celebrating on the field, right? We were in Nashville.
Yes.
That game was historic for so many reasons, but also it was an overtime win, which is the first time this has happened in FCS history, right? So making history for so many reasons, and it was really fun to be on the sidelines, kind of being near MSU leadership, including the new president of the university, Dr. Brock Tessman, who we were kind of standing right behind, and he was on the roller coaster of emotions that we were on. He's somebody we're going to be able to hear from today. We're really looking forward to that program kicking off in just a couple of minutes. Going to be a lot of fun to hear from him, other leadership, including head coach Brent Vegan, who we got to talk to a little bit last night.
Just speak from the heart. That's what he said.
Exactly.
He's just going to be speaking from the heart. We'll hear from the players as well. Taco Dollar's set to speak. Justin Lamson, Bozeman boy Kenny Iden. We'll hear from him as well. The Spirit of the West marching band just over to our left here. They're filing in. We're going to probably hear from them. But yeah, just so folks, over the next hour and a half, settle in here. We're going to bring you the best sights and sounds of what this ceremony, which again has been 41 years in the making. There are generations of Montana State Bobcat fans across our beautiful state here in Montana that have never gotten a chance to experience this. The state of Montana as a whole, we've not had an FCS national champion since 2001 when the Montana Grizzlies won. So it has been a very long time for all Montanans, and we finally get a chance to celebrate with you across the state.
And you've been emphasizing this, right?
Yes.
No matter what side of the divide you're on, this is a huge deal for our state as a whole, right? It's a huge win. It's been decades upon decades of team building, right? There are eras of Bobcat fandom that have lived through, the darker days of the football team. So it's really fun to, have these kiddos. There's probably 45, 50 kiddos throwing footballs around. They're excited, right? But it's these Bobcat fans who have been around for this ride that can really enjoy today after these teams have built upon each other, be it coaches, be it teams, be it university leadership as well. So it's really fun to see everybody here, multi-generations of Cats fans.
Yeah, you're probably hearing a little bit behind us there, Brooks and Dunn, proud of the house we built. Where we unfortunately can't show you that just for copyright reasons, but the song itself, proud of the house we built, this feels like it's been kind of generations in the making. The house behind us here, this entire new generation of Bobcat fans building to this moment today, what happened about a week and a half ago in Nashville. But again, this is a really big moment for the entire state of Montana, even for the Grizz fans across the divide. We are all Montanans, and Montana is on the mountaintop today in the form of the Montana State Bobcats. And again, we are just moments away from that program getting started, that championship ceremony. Keaton Gilgilly, he's the voice of the Bobcats. He's going to be our MC. And I think he is getting going right now. Let's see if we can bring him in as we get this ceremony started.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. I meant to say, how are we feeling about our national champion Bobcat football team? What a beautiful scene here at 11th and Kagi, and what an amazing opportunity we have today to honor our student athletes who sacrifice their minds, their bodies, and their spirits to do what they do, our coaches and staff and all of the sacrifices that they make, and finally to you, Bobcat fans, who have been here through the thick and the thin, and there are no fair weather fans in that Bobcat blue and gold. We're going to hear from a lot of the people that are instrumental in this thing. How did we get here? What did it take? And what does it mean to everybody who is a part of this national championship for Montana State football? Before we dive into all of that, we have an honor song from our Bobcat singers.
right, that was the Montana State native group giving us a little bit of a song preceding all of these speeches. It's going to be really fun today. Of course, ending the song with "Go Cats."
You have to do that, right? Of course, and that they really kind of an awesome way to kick things off here inside of Bobcats Stadium. We are again waiting. Keaton Gilgee, he's the voice of the Bobcats, and we're going to turn things back over to him.
One round of applause for our Bobcat singers. My name is Keaton Gilogely. I'm the voice of the Bobcats, and it is my privilege and honor to be up here with you today to celebrate this national championship. All right, let's get this thing going. It's time now to introduce our president of the university, President Tessman.
All right, Keaton, thank you. Thanks to the Bobcat singers. Y'all, look at this turnout. Look at this weather. It's been 41 years. How about those Montana State University national champion Bobcats? Listen, I don't know every single one in the crowd today, but I love y'all. Our family, my wife Kristen, daughters Francis and Leona, feel so honored, so privileged to be leading this great institution at this point in time. And there is no doubt, there is no hesitation. We have the greatest university, the greatest athletic director, the greatest football head coach, the greatest players, and the greatest football team in the United States of America. About that. Listen, I'll get up and down here out of your hair. I just want to say a couple of things. First of all, this championship's about the players, about the team. It's about what happened last Monday in Nashville, but it's about so much more than that. The build of this season, the development of this team this year, but also the giants that stood before this team in years past, coaches, supporters, in particular, those that turned this program and this university around 5, 10, 15, 20 years during very difficult times. You all know who you are. This championship belongs to you as well. It is not a magical moment. It is a bit, but it's not a magical moment. It's not a lucky moment. It's the result of a lot of hard work, dedication, perseverance, grit, and excellence, commitment over time. Second thing I'll say. In this world today, it's a weird world we're living in. Things change so fast. Nothing's permanent. We don't know which way is up and which way is down a lot of the time. What this football team accomplished this year represents something that'll stand the test of time, not just because of the banners that'll hang and the trophies that we have to display, but because of the achievement and what it means for the campus, the community, the entire state of Montana. This is a lifetime memory maker, and I thank each and every one of our players, each and every part of our community for making it possible. This is a forever deal, MSU. Let's enjoy it. The last thing I'm going to say, it was a game of inches, man. It was a heart-stopper game. I feel like I aged about 125 years during that game. Y'all know why. Because that game was so close, I feel like every single one of us, even though the action was on the field, there were a few key plays. Every single one of us owns a small piece of this championship, and I love that about this achievement. It is our championship. We love it. Let's go get another one. And y'all, we're going to end where the Go Cats go. You know we're going to do that, right? Count of 3. This is our championship. Feel it running through your veins as we do this. You know how to do it. 1, 2, 3. Go Cats, go! Thank y'all. All right. Like I said, the championship would not be possible without the support of many people, and I have the privilege, the honor of introducing a number of our state and national leaders here who joined us. First individual I have a chance to introduce, our Congressman Troy Downing, a Montanan, whose career spans education, technology, entrepreneurship, military service, including 8 years in a combat search and rescue squadron with tours in Afghanistan. He later founded several businesses and served as Montana State Auditor, overseeing insurance and securities with a focus on consumer protection. Now in Congress, he serves on the House Financial Services and Small Business Committees, working on issues such as rural access to capital, digital asset regulation, community banking, energy, border security, and U.S.-China policy. Y'all join me in welcoming Congressman Troy Downing to the stage as one of our strongest Bobcat supporters, and his wife, Heather.
That was Dr. Brock Tessman introducing Congressman Troy Downing, representing the Eastern District here in the Treasure State.
Is it a great time to be a Bobcat or what?
And here's Congressman Downing.
No, seriously, is it a great time or what? Absolutely. I got to tell you, I am so proud here. And you think about how long ago this was, 1984. I was still in high school. And what we did is we showed the rest of the country what everybody here already knows, and that's that the Bobcats are a force to be reckoned with. So this is my bride, Heather. She's the brains behind this operation. But if you'll indulge me for one little story, you know, we're about to have our first grandkid this spring. So I was thinking about names for grandkids, and I'm looking up at the kid registry, and I'm going, the trending name right now is Taco. What's that about? All joking aside, this is a team sport. And this is the players, obviously, the coaching team, the coach, the athletic director, the president, the cheerleaders, the band. This is a team sport. And I just want to say that... And all the way up to President Tessman, this is a team sport. Everybody succeeded because we are together and part of that team. And I just want to say to the players, to everybody that I just mentioned, you have brought incredible honor upon yourselves, upon your community, your families, this university, and this state. And we are incredibly proud of you. So thank you. And one last time, I'm going to do a triple cheer on this, like President Tessman do. 1, 2, 3. Go Cats, go! Go Cats, go! Go Cats, go!
And that was Congressman Troy Downing representing the Eastern District here in the Treasure State. Even giving a shout out to the band, Alaina, Margo.
Right, band, Spirit Squad, and the band cheered back.
Yeah, of
band
course.
Was excited,
of course.
From the other side of the arena.
And we're waiting for, I think Dr. Tessman is going to be coming back up on the stage. He'll be introducing Senator Tim Sheehy, representing the state of Montana. Looks like he is scheduled to speak next.
You know what? And I appreciate you bringing this point up, Congressman Downing. One more time, though. Y'all, let's turn around and give it up for the Spirit of the West Band. It's my pleasure at this point in time to welcome our next speaker to the stage, Senator Tim Sheehy, another Bobcat fan who joined us in Nashville. We're honored to have him join us with his son Bruce today. He's a husband, father of 4 great kids, an entrepreneur, a combat veteran. Y'all give it up. Please help me welcome our next Bobcat supporter, Senator Tim Sheehy.
The junior senator there, Tim
Sheehy.
Shady Sheehy, as the football
guy.
We didn't come here to listen to me talk, so I just got one thing to say. Eat shit, Grizz! Go!
And folks, we obviously apologize for the use of the language there. That's a pretty common phrase here in Bobcat Stadium.
Right. We do our best to keep that off
the
air, but
sure. The senator having a great time. Here's Dr. Tessman once more.
Thank you, Senator Shady Sheehy. I love that. Okay. At this point in time, my distinct honor, great privilege to introduce the top-ranking Bobcat, the top dog of them all, our great governor, Governor Greg Gianforte, First Lady Susan Gianforte. Thank you, Governor, First Lady.
Hey, Bobcat Nation! How about them Bobcats? Awesome. I just want to say on behalf of all of Montana, we are so proud of you, what you've accomplished, the recognition you've brought to our state. We couldn't be happier. Coach, the team, fantastic. I will say, though, that myself and everyone else who was in Nashville or watching online, I think we lost at least 2 years off our life. You'll get over it. Coach Vegan, we are so proud of you, the work you've done. I was talking to one of the Bobcat players yesterday, and I mentioned this to you last night. He said he's had such an influence in my life. He's made a difference. And I said, why was that? And he said, he's good on the field, but it's his character off the field and the leadership he's given me and the other team members. Coach Vegan, you're doing a good work. Thank you. Already, but I'm going to say it again. Bobcat players, we could not be more proud of what you've accomplished. The First Lady here is actually wearing my high school championship football jacket. It just happens to be blue and gold. I haven't competed at the level you guys have been at, but I have a sense of how much work it's been, how many years you've invested to get to the point to be the #1 team in the country. Congratulations. So after 15 appearances in the playoffs and after 41 years since the last championship, we all are celebrating with you and bringing this trophy back home. Congratulations and go Cats!
Let's give it to Greg Gianforte, a big Cats fan. Has always been a huge supporter of Montana State University.
Right. We're going to keep this thing rolling.
Looks like we are going to be hearing next from Athletic Director Leon Costello.
It took so many people working together. And every single person that's in here has a piece of this championship. And I encourage you to think about what this thing means, what these trophies mean, what these players mean, and what your fellow fans mean to you. And that journey to this place is what makes this thing so special. And one of the people who has been out in front on that charge is our athletic director, Leon Costello, who comes to the stage now.
One of the architects of the reason we are all here this morning, Athletic Director Leon Costello, a guy that's taken a lot of personal pride in what's happened over the last week and a half.
National champions! How good does that feel to say? Thank you. Hey, first and foremost, I got to thank our student athletes. This championship belongs to you. Your commitment, your sacrifice, your belief, and your relentless work ethic made this moment possible. You set the standard each and every day. You guys all know the early mornings, the long road trips, tough practices, very, very high expectations, and today you're being rewarded for it. Congratulations. To our head coach, Brent Vegan, thank you. Thank you for being a Bobcat and trusting me 5 years ago and making the move to Bozeman. Your leadership your steadfast approach to recruiting and retaining top quality student athletes and coaches, and your team-first approach built the championship culture. We would not be here without you. Congratulations. To the assistant coaches, the support staff, Spirit of the West, and our Spirit squads, thank you. Hey, championships are never won alone. This is a shared victory, and every one of you played a role in reaching our ultimate goal. Thank you. To our university leadership, led by President Brock Tessman and our campus partners, thank you for your belief in Bobcat athletics and for understanding the powerful role athletics can play at Montana State University. Your support allows us to compete at the highest level while staying true to our academic mission. Thank you. And to Bobcat Nation, the best fans in the country, our fans, alumni, donors, students, and community. This one is for you. Your passion fuels us. Whether it's packing Bobcats Stadium, traveling across the country, watching and cheering from home, you showed up all season long. You have created the best home field advantage in all of FCS football, and in my opinion, in all of football in general. And the student athletes would tell you they felt that all year long. But this championship represents more than just a trophy. It represents culture. It represents values. It represents doing things the right way, developing athletes, competing with integrity, and striving for excellence in everything that we do. But let me be clear. While today is about celebrating, it's also about momentum. Success at Montana State is not an accident. It's a result of a vision, alignment, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. And we are just getting started. So enjoy this moment, celebrate it, remember it, because championships are special, and they do deserve to be celebrated together. Congratulations, and it's a great day to be a Bobcat. Go Cats!
That is Athletic Director Leon Costello welcoming in the national championship winning Montana State Bobcats. And we are waiting to see. It looks like they're going to be playing a kind of a championship recap video, folks, on the video board here. And maybe we can come back to Alaina, Margo, and myself. Hey, everyone. How's it going? You're watching live coverage of the championship celebration here inside of Bobcat Stadium. Ben Wineman, Alaina, Margo, our entire nonstop local team's been bringing you parade coverage all morning long as we help celebrate this historic moment for the entire state of Montana.
Yes, and these things, they don't happen overnight, right? It's decades upon decades. We've been talking about that. But it's also the summation of a really great season. Our Dominic Delfidio has been covering the Cats all season long. He has a recap of that historic season and the championship win.
Let's go. Beat fire. Reset.
3 months. That's all you're guaranteed at the start of every football season, but with enough skill and just enough luck, you can turn that into a 4.5-month season with your year ending in January. But before you get to January, you have to get through August, which was a pivotal month for the Bobcats, who had new faces filling big shoes left behind, most notably the quarterback position. Bobcats head coach Brent Vigen and his staff made the decision to name transfer quarterback Justin Lamson as the new signal caller for the Bobcats, taking over for perhaps the best player to ever put on a Montana State uniform in Tommy Mellott.
Everyone says pressure is a privilege, and, that's absolutely true. I didn't have as much success as I wanted to at Stanford, right? And, I was telling some of the guys, we had a team meeting, I haven't won that much, and I can guarantee that team success is better than individual success. So I'm just happy to be a part of a program that, they're used to winning. There's guys that want to win and are willing to do the stuff to win.
The Bobcats opened their season on the road against FBS powerhouse Oregon in a game that saw the Ducks win handily. But if there was one thing to take away, it was the connection between Lamson and Taco Dowler, with that game foreshadowing what was to come. Following their trip to Eugene, the Bobcats opened their home schedule against another opponent with national title aspirations in South Dakota State. The Gold Rush atmosphere in early September lived up to every ounce of hype it received. While there were plenty of highs, there was one drastic low that saw the Bobcats come up 1 yard short in overtime, with the loss moving the team to 0-2 on the season. But even with the loss, all the goals Montana State set out to achieve in 2025 were very much in front of them. In their next outing, Montana State cruised to a 34-point win over San Diego before squeezing by Mercyhurst to get to 500 to round out the end of their non-conference schedule. The Bobcats then opened Big Sky play by silencing any outside chatter from the week prior with a 54-point thrashing of Eastern Washington. That performance was followed by a fireworks show in Flagstaff, with Dowler, Jabez Woods, and Julius Davis turning their game tape into a highlight tape against the Lumberjacks. Montana State would roll into their bye week on a 5-game winning streak after their win over Idaho State. And out of the bye, the Cats rattled off wins against Cal Poly, Northern Colorado, and Weber State before ending their season against 2 ranked opponents. First came UC Davis for a nationally televised primetime matchup under the lights, which was a coming-out party for Caden Dowler, who bolstered his Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year resume with a performance that included 12 tackles, a forced fumble, and 2 interceptions, with one being returned for a touchdown. After the win against the Aggies, it was the big one in Missoula, which had everything on the line between 2 of the top 3 teams in the country.
This final regular season game means a whole lot, and not that it wouldn't anyways, but when you have all that's on the line that is, that's where we want to be positioned.
We've both battled so hard to be top of the country, top of the conference, and I am very proud to be a part of it. And I think both teams probably aren't focusing on that Big Sky Championship. We're focusing on that, getting that win.
In what was the biggest brawl of the Wild at that point, it was Montana State who made just enough plays to earn the victory to once again secure home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
Let's go. Time to go home. Time to go home. Never them. It was always us. It was always us. It was never them. It was always us.
After a bye week, the Bobcats began their postseason run against a hungry, upset-minded Yale team who entered the contest as near 4 touchdown underdogs. The Bulldogs gave the Bobcats all they could handle, but Montana State did what you have to do in playoff time: survive and advance, as the Bobcats took down the Bulldogs 21-13 to move to the quarterfinals. The quarterfinal matchup pinned the Bobcats against another confident team in Stephen F. Austin, which saw the Bobcats keep the Lumberjacks at arm's length to set up Brawl 2.0 in what was the first all-time playoff meeting in the long and storied history of this rivalry. For 3.5 quarters, it was anyone's game, but then Montana State decided to make it theirs by scoring 28 unanswered points to defeat Montana for the second time in a month to advance to their second straight national title.
You know, the reality is that we started out as an 0-2 football team. I think we have had to scratch and claw for everything that we've earned thus far.
While many go to Nashville for leisure, Montana State went for business, and once in Nashville, they got the job done.
Let's go! Let's go! I love you!
It wasn't easy, with the season coming down to one final play, which saw Lamson find Dowler for the game-tying touchdown before Miles Sandstead kicked through the game-winning extra point. After 41 long years, this year's Bobcat team ended the drought that some thought may last a lifetime by bringing home the program's 4th national title and first since 1984.
Hey, state of Montana, that's how you get her done, baby.
In a season full of memorable moments, there is one in particular these players, coaches, and fans will cherish for a lifetime.
The man who followed the Montana State Bobcats more than anyone in our nonstop local team, that's our Dominic Delfidio. You saw him earlier in our parade coverage. I think it's a really good reminder, folks, that when we started this season, the 2025 season, I don't think a lot of folks maybe expected this. I think, of course, the Cats were a really good team, but there were a lot of question marks on both sides of the ball. Justin Lamson having to replace touchdown Tommy Malott, that's a big deal. And, of course, they did it with shining colors and history being made, 41 years, a national title for Montana State.
It's true, and there's leadership right in the coaching staff, but there's also leadership in parents. parents, right?
Yes.
These are college kids.
Yes.
So our Jordan Redmond got to catch up with Taco and Caden Dowler's parents. Really cool story. Take a listen.
For Caden and Taco Dowler, their journey starts right here in Billings, and this West High practice field was a critical stop along the way.
They never wavered, and they were super dedicated, and it's something that they love.
Growing up as twins meant that competition was always built in, but so was accountability. Taco and Caden's mom, Michelle, says their household revolved around sports, and not just one.
Growing up at our house, it was busy, and it was chaotic at times, and there was probably we needed to have a couple punch cards to the emergency room. But from a really small age, like our household just revolved around sports.
But football eventually rose above the rest. By high school, it wasn't just something they played, it was something they loved.
I don't know that we were positive which sport they would end up landing on, but I would say in high school was when you could just see that they just had an extra bit of love for football.
That love carried them from Billings West to Bozeman, where they would chase the same dream of winning a national championship together at Montana State. And this season as juniors, it all came down to one moment.
Snap, hold, kick, up, good! For a national championship! In overtime!
It was like an electric atmosphere and just really exciting. It was fun to see that team, be able to come to fruition and take that title.
On the field, Taco brought the spark. 8 receptions, 111 receiving yards, and the game-winning receiving touchdown in overtime, helping the Bobcats secure their first national title since 1984. For his mom, it wasn't a surprise. It was exactly who he has always been.
Taco he's so exciting to watch. He's a playmaker, and that's what he does. At the end of the day, he executes, and it was the game in Nashville was more of the same.
For Caden, the journey has tested him. After suffering 2 serious injuries, he had a dominant comeback this season. Then during the national championship, another setback. He was injured and unable to return, forcing him to watch the final moments from the sideline.
Coming off of 2 devastating, pretty serious injuries and not being able to finish out that game, but coming back and having the season that he had and some of the accolades that he got and being a team captain, it just speaks such volumes to who Caden is as a person.
Different players and different personalities, but they are both held together by a bond built on accountability and a standard they've always set for each other.
They're very different people, but they work best together.
From a chaotic sports-filled childhood in Billings to the national championship stage, their mom says this moment belongs to both of them.
I'm just incredibly proud of them, and I love them both so much, and I believe in both of them, not just as athletes, but as people.
In Billings, Jordan Redmond, Nonstop Local.
I think all of Bobcat Nation wants to thank the Dowler family for producing Taco and Caden.
And believing in them,
and
as
believing
Mom
in them.
said.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. 2 Billings West boys, Montana boys, making it big on the national stage. And
Exactly.
we also did hear from Taco earlier today, right?
Yes, during the parade.
Yes.
We have a quick interview we want to share with you.
We'll grab Taco here. Taco, how you feeling?
This is crazy. Look at it. Look at it. I don't know. I'm feeling great.
You're a kid from Montana. You're walking a championship trophy down the streets. I mean, that's gotta, grab one of these trophies. This has got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. This place is very special. Look at this place.
Buy the merch. Hey, did Taco Bell respond?
They didn't respond, but that's okay. Taco Treat did.
Taco Tuesday. Taco, great to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun atmosphere down here. And again, you hear it from Taco, right? Like, isn't this fun?
Taco Dollar with our Bradley Warren holding that Big Sky Conference trophy title.
Yes, and it seems like Mom isn't the only one who believes in him.
No.
Teammates, right? It's that camaraderie that's got this team to where they are right now.
And Brad, you heard it. Bradley mentioned there. He asked Taco Dollar if Taco Bell had responded. For those who might not know, the day after the championship win, Taco Dollar on his Twitter account tweeted at Taco Bell, "Hey, NIL ? Taco Bell."
So smart.
So smart. Still have. I mean, we can make that happen.
TBD. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, but it kind of speaks, and we're going to hear from Taco Dollar behind us here in Bobcat Stadium coming up in just a few minutes. Again, you're watching live coverage here of the Bobcat Championship celebration inside of Bobcat Stadium. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina, Margo. It really is those Montana boys that really made the difference. That's what makes this Bobcat team so special. Of course, you have Justin Lamson, who's not a Montana boy. But when a guy comes in from out of state and comes into this Bobcat community, they kind of become Montana boys unofficially in a way.
Right, which is really fun to watch, right? You get to know these players, but it's also fun to watch these players. You know, we've been even talking with our SWX team. Hey, we've covered some of these guys since middle school, high school. We've seen how they've progressed, so it's really cool to see them finally on this big stage. You know, after we've been, parents and community have been watching them, but so has our team. Yeah, we're, again, folks, kind of, you see behind us here on the championship monitor there, it looks like the video is just about ending. Voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gilgally, he is going to be taking back the mic. And it says here, as the lights fade on a season for the ages, the Montana Bobcats stand alone, built on belief, grit, and an unbreakable bond. This team chased a dream that waited 41 years. That's pretty cool. Pretty special there as we celebrate 41 years in the making for this Montana State Bobcats. Yeah, we'll be hearing from Taco Dowler. We'll be hearing from Kenneth Ideth. Yeah. And Justin Lamson himself, which will be really fun. The three kind of stars of this team. One defensive guy, the Bozeman native, Kenny Iden. We heard from him earlier in the championship rate how much this means to bring a title not just back to Montana State University, his university, but also his hometown of Bozeman, Montana, and what this means for him. We'll also hear from Justin Lamson, the Stanford transfer, definitely making himself a home here in the Treasure State. We're going to send things back to the stage, and the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gilgally.
Well, they say the sweetest things in life are often the hardest things in life, and that was really, really hard. But how sweet was that thing? Now the guys that got this done, I get to introduce the Magic City Bobcat Taco Dollar, QB1 Justin Lamson, and the Bozeman Hawk Ken Iden.
How about our media team? All right, bear with me. First, thank you to the fans who packed stadiums home and away, to Coach Vegan and his staff for setting the standard, and to the entire state of Montana for believing in this team. This win means everything to us. What we built together was never just about football. It was built on character, accountability, toughness, and representing this state the right way. Because of that, this championship belongs to more than just us. We know none of this happens without the people who support us, and that reaches beyond just this place. This isn't for Bozeman, it's not just for MSU, it's for the whole state of Montana and the blue and gold. We're raising the standard, owning the state, and pushing this program forward. The work doesn't stop, and we're committed to getting better every single day. To the kids across Montana, chasing big dreams, if you work hard, stay patient, and take pride in where you're from, there's a program right here that believes in you guys. Thank you, Bobcat Nation. This championship is for you. Let's do it again. Go Cats.
How we doing, Bobcat Nation? First off, I just want to say thank you so much to the coaches and the training staff and everything that has gone into making this season so special and allowing us to go play this great game together. Coming from Bozeman, growing up just down the street, getting to be a part of this my whole life, and now get to bring a championship back to this city with my brothers, it's just been an experience that I'll never forget, and I'm so grateful for. To my To my brothers sitting in front of me here, you guys have been the best family I could ever ask for, and I've loved going to work with you guys every single day. I'm going to miss you guys so much, and you guys have just been, love you boys. Sorry, there we go. To the community of Bozeman, we couldn't be where we are without you guys today. You know, it means so much running out in this beautiful stadium, having you guys packing it every single week, and it just drives us that much harder to keep going throughout the year. So thank you guys so much. Going forward, you know, this isn't the pinnacle. This is just the start for Bobcat football. And I'm so excited that I got to be a part of building it. But it's up to the community and the guys in front of me to keep it rolling. And I know you guys are going to do a great job. And again, just so thankful for everything, and go Cats.
How's it going? First of all, I just want to say thank you for everybody coming out. You guys are a huge reason why, the reason we're here and we won that championship. You know, I got here a little late, and when I first got here, a lot of people outside the program on this team were doubting us. They said, is the Bobcat run over? Everyone here believed in us. Everyone in the building believed in us. They said our receivers couldn't get open against man coverage. They said our O-line changed the day before Oregon and they weren't going to be the same. They said our DBs were too young and they weren't going to do anything this year. They said we lost our offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator and things weren't going to be the same. They said Coach Vegan and the boys couldn't go into Missoula and win. We did that, and they said there was no way we'd win the brawl twice. Finally, they said there's no way the Cats are going to win the national championship. We did that. Now, I can't promise anything, but I know that we got a group of guys that are going to put their head down and work every single day, day after day, to get back to this position, and we need all your guys' support. We love you guys, and go Cats.
We just heard from Taco Daller, Kenneth Iden, and a very fiery Justin Lamson there, QB1. Proving all the doubters wrong there, Alaina, Margo.
Right.
How about Kenny? How about Taco? How about that Justin Lamson? Y'all, I'm going to jump up for one more second. We talk about this championship being everybody's championship. There's one group that deserves some special recognition right now. They've been out there since early in the summer, every single day, into the evening, every game, always there for the Bobcats, up, down, cheering us on, getting us over the edge. How about a giant Bobcat thank you to our MSU Spirit Squad and Champ. Let's give it up for the Spirit Squad and Champ. Thank you all.
All right, we've heard from a lot of people who have had a big hand in this thing, and now it is my honor to introduce somebody who is as revered as anybody in this state now, head coach Brent Vegan.
We asked Coach Vegan last night, what's this speech going to look like? And he said, Alaina?
He said, I'm going to just speak from the heart. And he said that's what he does, you know, in the times of trouble in the locker room, when he's got to hype his team up or when he's talking to a group of people, he just channels what he's feeling in his heart. So really looking forward to what he has to say today.
Well, I'll start by going to Bobcat Nation. Nothing short of incredible. You have expectations for a day like this could look like, not only here but downtown, and you clearly exceed it. But why should I be surprised? Going on the road to Oregon, the crew we had there, all the way through all those road trips ending in Missoula, and the prideful bunch that made the trip over there. The 7 home games during the regular season, the 4 in September that people didn't know how that would go. But we showed up. The 3 in a row in the playoffs that finished with a game 4 weeks ago that will certainly go down in history. This place was incredible that day, and you guys continue to show up in this stadium. Not to speak of Nashville. You know, standing in front of 7,000 people the night before. I think it was only 7,000 because that's how many people could fit in that building. And then that game, when we could all speculate, 18, 19, 20,000, but we took over Nashville. And not just because it was in Nashville, but because you love your cats. And believe me, your hunger to get us across the finish line not only meant so much, but believe me, that was the nudge. There's no doubt about it. Now, I want to thank our creative staff for that video. Because taking that evening and condensing it down to 14 minutes, but to be able to show that story and the ebbs and the flows and the emotion, kudos to them. When I said 14 minutes, I go, we're going to all sit here for 14 minutes and watch that? And damn right we did. The only thing about that video, I don't think the guys listened to me at halftime. The discipline part. But we went out and finished. And that's what this team's been all about. The journey, not skipping a step. Understanding and appreciating that it's going to take hard things. I certainly want to thank all our supporters, and the support we get from the top here at this university and even within this state governor is amazing. President Tessman obviously taking the baton, as we've talked about, and running and taking us to another level. Leon for all the work and the dreams and that he's had and continuing to follow those dreams in his 10 years here. To our staff, coaching staff, best coaching staff in the country, bar none. Let's give them a big round of applause. You know, to our support staff, whether it's in the training room, the equipment room, the strength staff, nutrition, that crew goes unrecognized so much, but they are in it. They're in the trenches with all of us. To our players, I would like them to stand. I know you're all standing, but let's let them stand up and make this all about them. To all the players that have come before them, this place just didn't become special. It's been special for many, many years. There's been championships before. There's been teams that have come close, and everything in between. They share a piece in this for sure. But this group, just about a year and a few days ago, we met in this building for the first time. And there was a lot of empty seats, meaning the seats in front from those departed. And they set their sails that day. And they were willing to listen and to learn and to get better, to develop, whether it's developing our leadership, developing our ability to play the game, our ability to get to know one another. That goes unspoken a lot. This team, to me, was built on trust and love. Period. In those moments when it becomes really hard in a football game or in life, if you got people you can trust and people that you love, that you're fighting for, you can figure it out. You can become the most resilient team in the country. You can become the best team in the country. So I know this day's not done. We've got a couple big basketball games going on. We're going to unveil a banner, or two banners actually. We're going to walk out at the men's game with all these trophies. And one thing I've heard a lot since I've been here, it's on sweatshirts, party like it's 1984. Well, I think we've set a new standard. We can now say party like it's 2025. Go Cats!
Party like it's 2025. A very fun Coach Vegan right there.
One more time for head coach Brent Vegan.
And here is the voice of the Bobcats, Keaton Gilgilly. He's going to send us out here. I think the Spirit of the West is going to be playing the fight song, and then we'll have final remarks as well.
Anytime I'm going to see these logos, these championship flags, I'm going to think about the power of belief. When you're down or facing that adversity, I'm going to be thinking about the power of love for your teammates and the people around you. And I'm going to remind myself that greatness is not avoiding failure or adversity. It's coming out of it and finding a way to get it done, even when it's 4th and 10 from the 14-yard line and you need a touchdown to win a national championship. Thank you to everybody who has showed up and showed out today, all of the staff members that have helped put this on so we can honor our student athletes and we can honor Bobcat Nation. We've got women's basketball, Cat Grizz at 2 o'clock, and the men play at 7, and we got an opportunity for 2 more legacy wins at the Brick across the parking lot tonight. I encourage you all to hang out, mingle, chit-chat, talk about how you left a piece of your soul in Nashville last week, and then we can go cheer on our Montana State women's basketball team at 2 o'clock. But before we do all that, we turn to our Spirit of the West marching band for the MSU fight song.
The Spirit of the West marching band ending the ceremony today inside of Bobcats Stadium. What a moment for this entire university community, this entire Bobcat community, and what a moment for the entire state of Montana. Ben Wineman alongside Alaina Margo as we're ending our coverage here on Nonstop Local. Alaina, kind of overall, how do you put what we've experienced the last few hours in perspective?
I love how head coach Brent Vigen put it. It took 2 things to get here.
Yes.
Teamwork and love. And I think the love in Bobcat Stadium right now has never been higher. Maybe in 1984 it was this high, but you can just really feel how passionate and reflective everybody's feeling about this season. You could hear it in the players' voices. They were excited. All of the leadership that spoke today, just really feeling the love for one another and the state of Montana. Really thankful that we're here today.
Yeah, Kenny Iden, you can tell he was about to get emotional. He stopped himself.
He stopped himself.
And then Justin Lamson kind of talking about what this team has had to go through, some of the doubters, and not being able to get open in man coverage, not being able to win in Missoula, not being able to win a national title, and boy, did they do all that.
Right, against all odds, or against some odds.
Sure.
With a very strong team.
Yes. And that team is going to be very strong coming back. A lot of folks, a lot of main players on this ball club going to be officially announcing coming back that they're going to be back in Bozeman next season as well. Again, we could be back here 1 year from now celebrating a second national title inside of Bobcat Stadium.
Exactly. Well, we're so happy that we were able to bring you coverage all day long from the parade, pre-parade, and now just getting to hear from the people who made it happen. So we're so glad that you joined us.
Yeah, we really appreciate you from our statewide coverage. For our entire team here at Nonstop Local, we really appreciate everything that we have you've kind of poured into this last month and a half and this incredible historic run for the Montana State Bobcats. For Alaina Margo, I'm Ben Wineman. Cat fans, enjoy it. You are national champions. One final time from Bobcat Stadium. Go Cats, go.